Warning, triggers galore. I stumbled into a group today entitled Flat Earth versus Globe Earth. Naively thinking it might be a place for open-minded people to get into civil, intelligent, rational conversations about conflicting ideology. I could not have been further from the truth. Okay. The group was founded by and run entirely by globe and scientism people, and it was just a space to gather and make fun of, harass, and troll flat earthers by doing nothing more than repeating information they memorized from a class in school or an episode from the Science Channel or something. Right? This video is not only to raise awareness of Globers' behavior, okay, it is also more specifically for flat earthers. And this is why I have entitled this video Ego Traps, or one of the titles. There's going to be a lot of stuff I'm talking about here, okay? In flat earth groups, people who might be genuinely curious about the information but still have faith in the globe model are ganged up on, trolled, harassed, called globetards, insane, sheeple. All of the flat earth people are doing is essentially it's the same thing. They're repeating information they've memorized in a YouTube video or a few passages from the Bible, and they're regurgitating it, okay? A handful of you have done your own experiments and have come to various conclusions which have helped the rest of us out, and I thank you for that. Here's a point I want to make, and this is something everybody from every belief is doing, okay? You form an opinion based on something else you read. You have some sort of an epiphany. You climb aboard your ego that's taller than the Empire State Building. You look down upon everyone else who thinks differently, all right? You think you're some sort of messianic figure when you've never even really come up with your own unique theories. You ridicule and become very nasty with people who are really just mirror reflections of yourself, all right? So you've had a flat earth revelation. All right, good for you, great. What have you done today to make yourself a better person or make humanity better as a whole, all right? Other than repost a meme or video that, one of the popular pages made and made a nasty comment about people who don't get it yet. What else have you fucking done today, all right? Who are you, okay? And there's another reason why I'm putting ego trap in there, because everything that I'm going to talk about, certain things I'm going to say, people are going to be like, well, your ego, and but this is just what the human ego does back and forth. The ego keeps going, your ego, but your ego, but your ego, but your ego. It's just, chasing a fucking tails, okay? So, but, you're going to take with this video what you will, I can't wake up everybody, all right? Making these nasty comments to and about people who are basic humans just like you, who are battling an entire matrix of mental and emotional warfare that has been specifically designed by the richest and smartest elite group of people who've been on the same agenda generation after generation for thousands of years. You have the audacity to make fun of your brothers and sisters who are immensely suffering just like you used to, and in many ways still are, because we are all slaves. We are all slaves in this place. I don't care if you think Earth is flat or a ball, if you're homeless or you make $200,000 a year, we're all fucking slaves, okay? So I'd like to say, how dare you call yourself a Christian or a Bible-believing flat earther and still engage in this type of behavior, all right? I'm drawing a line in the sand tonight, and I want this made viral, okay? And I want people to hate me and troll me, all right? The flat earthers who claim to be enlightened and some chosen soul by God, but you keep making fun of minds who have not been freed yet. Fuck you, okay? You can leave my page. You can kick me out of your group. I could give a flying fuck, okay? And you can, yeah, you can remain with your head up your ass, okay? I have more of a problem with you than globe believers because they don't know any better yet, all right? Well, Jesus started teaching people like 2,000 years ago to live by only 2 commandments: love God and love your neighbor as you love yourself. None of you are doing it, so I have an issue with a lot more of you, but yeah, just getting this out in the open, okay? There's a difference between flat earthers on my team, okay, and on my future team, and flat earthers on other teams, okay? On my team, okay, we will love God and our neighbors as we love ourselves. We will be kind, we will be empathetic and compassionate, all right? This page and future sites, okay, will dedicate itself 24/7 to engaging in conversation about and spreading awareness about every issue there is that needs to be corrected, okay? I've posted my material about my stance on sacred geometry and intelligent design. My theory in a nutshell is we live on a flat plane, a realm within a Tesla coil, that sacred geometry, and specifically phi and Fibonacci sequence and proportions, are the blueprints behind what I call the great architect's designs, okay? It's all plasma and sacred geometry, all right? Pure consciousness. This place is a matrix, an animus, like an Assassin's Creed, a hologram, an illusion. One conscious electric mind, okay? We're all algorithms or systems of information within a system of information, decoding and analyzing and experiencing more information for this mind of God, okay? I believe this has all been an experiment. I believe we are all different expressions of the same vibration that wanted to learn and experience love for itself, okay? Free will, ego, this illusion of physical and separation has caused the balance of energy here. If you'd like to call it antimatter, go ahead, go haywire. I believe we're living through revelations right now. A great apocalypse, or what apocalypse really means is like a wave of heavenly enlightenment about earthly matters, like goes viral on the internet, perfect example, is coming, okay? We're living through it right now, okay? Will this simulation end in complete chaos? I don't know. I believe the elite want it that way, okay? But we have the power to make it not so, all right? I understand that we are all God in a physical body and have the power to create reality as the Creator does, okay? The story of Peter and Jesus in the boat and walking on water is the best example there is of God trying to get humans to ascend to a Messiah's type of level, right? Jesus is walking on water, okay? He's looking at Peter. He's saying, step out of the boat. Come toward me. Why do you have so little faith? You're just like me. Step out of the boat. Peter does it, for like 15 seconds, and then, like one cell in his body doubted that he could do it, and then, he sank, okay? Now, up front, I'm restating, I was a big player in the New Age community, which I now speak out against, okay? I've written books about and lectured and written more blogs and ran a chapel based on sacred geometry and plasma physics and all kinds of different stuff. I used to represent the Melchizedek order, which is also, biblical, and also part of one of these very old secret societies, all right? Somebody already accused me of being an Illuminati cult member or something today. I don't know. Whatever field you're in and represent, if you'd like to get me on a podcast and debate, I welcome the challenge, all right? I can in no way in one field, like a man who engineers with electricity 10 hours a day and has been doing it for 30 years, can't on specific day-to-day things like that guy does, but my study and the extent of my theories and the material like I post, it's a very broad spectrum of theoretical physics, psychology, philosophy, theology, history, mathematics, music, psychic phenomena. Okay. I've met with people who work with Mensa a few years ago after teaching a lecture at Alex Gray's house, and having a meeting afterwards. I was told I had an IQ that was upwards around that 200 level. Okay, but really, intelligence is based on so many other things, aside from memory, that really has little to do with it. But moving on, there's no way to express my credentials without some ego involved, but I am without a doubt the most formidable flat earth opponent, excuse me, that Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse has. Okay, a large percent of the people who come to this page will not understand the material, will just say I'm crazy, because that's what normal people do when they're confronted with new information that challenges their reality. It's asinine. I doubt that most of you using the term crazy can even give me a clinical definition of what psychosis is, right? Even people who are paranoid schizophrenics aren't crazy, like psychotic, all right? They're just different, a little weird, you know? But stop with the crazy shit just because you don't get what somebody's talking about, all right? It's easy, it's dismissive, Dave Chappelle, he said that perfect example when he went to Africa. Dave went crazy. No, Dave went very fucking sane. That's why he went to Africa, and he's speaking out about the Illuminati now. All right. Now, here we come to the big trigger of my video. All right. I cannot walk on water, but you can bet your ass I have the IQ and intuitive abilities that any other prophet has had that has ever existed. Okay. A long time ago, David Icke made headlines by saying, I am a son of the Godhead, and his career took off from there, and his life revolves around touring and giving live conferences about simply the truth. All right. He is not the only son of the Godhead. There have been many, and there are many more around the world right now that are just silent and afraid to speak their truth. I've heard estimations that in the Bible alone, Old and New Testament, there are like 75 different Christ energies, okay? And that's like one religion, like one place, a few different places and times spread out over different areas, and, where there's so many more religions and countries and cultures and places to look at where Christ energies have existed, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Jim Carrey has very good example of a Christ energy right there. All right. Jim Carrey has come out recently and said, what if I were to just to play Jesus? Right? Because people are looking around the world constantly right now for the man, the dude, the second coming. This is the time, right? Where is he? Where is he? Right? Well, I think more gifted, truth-telling individuals should be stepping forward and saying, I am a son of the Godhead. More of you should be doing it. I know there are thousands of people who are going to see this video, who are going to be looking at this, looking through this, this video through this camera and saying, you're me and I am you. Understand, like, holographic reality, the law of attraction, this and that, okay? The second coming, in my understanding, are thousands of souls who were, I think some were preordained and some were accidental, like, again, part of the experiment here. To incarnate here and become lucid in what is essentially God's dream. And those people are going to save the earth by unplugging other people from the matrix. Okay? If that's what Jesus was accused of doing, then I guess I stand guilty. All right? This space, this place, my page, Everything that's going to be involved with it in the future is a beacon of truth, love, and light. All right? But nothing here is meant to be idolized and worshipped. Okay? You are, in the end, the one who walks through the door. You are your own savior. That is the goal of this community's movement. Okay? Awaken and alter human consciousness. All right? To expose the darkest underbellies of this world and correct them, to heal humanity's emotional and karmic wounds as a whole. There is no you and I, there is only I am. Okay? We're all the same being in each other's minds. The only way out of this place is in. You've heard that expression before. The only way out is in. All right? You will leave this page day after day questioning everything you counter every day. If you go to a coffee shop and the girl at the counter tells you this is the world's greatest cup of coffee, I want you to become an attorney and ask for proof. Well, not really. She's probably a nice girl just trying to pay her bills and get through her day, so don't be a dick, but you see what I mean. All right. The shape is going to be left alone more and more because really at my level, it's like grade school stuff. If you're here, you probably have an idea that, you know, something weird's going on anyway. All right. And there are much more important things going on, in my opinion. You know, y'all are fighting about the shape of the earth and hypnotized by the next cyborg UFC fight, and behind the couch, the totalitarian tiptoe is taking one more little freedom away from you at a time. And while thousands of people right now are starving to death and freezing to death and being murdered in war, sodomized and robbed in church, and you know, we're advancing the international debt by financially endorsing space programs and engineering to go to another planet and harvest and destroy that one. We want to go to Mars, after this place is too fucked up and there's no more room to fight. All right? No more money to space agencies until no more babies go to sleep cold and hungry. Okay? That's this page's vote. All right? I think I've said enough in this video. You know, my community is for truth. Plain and simple, truth. Fear and ignorance has no home here. It belongs in the dark, and I don't fuck with it anymore. All right? Being timid only supports the devil. All right? Have faith. Look in the mirror and say also, I'm a son or daughter of the Godhead. Okay? And be a savior this earth needs. Okay? Like, share, tell your friends how crazy I am, and I'll talk to you motherfuckers later. I love you.